Oh, groovy, baby. Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Hello YouTube, Ultramaximus back with another Transformers review. Today we're taking a look at another Combiner Wars figure from the Protectobots, and it's Groove. And he's a Legends class now, and a lot of people were very upset about that because in the original series, I mean, he was one of the arms and legs, and in the new Combiner Wars, he forms, obviously, the chest piece of Defensor, but you know, I'm okay with that. We've got Rook, who is his replacement, which is a nice big armored vehicle, and scale-wise, this makes sense to me. So I'm not too terribly upset. I know a lot of G1 Groove fans are probably very upset, but if that's you, Takara is going to make a deluxe size Groove. I know it's coming with the Defensor gift set. I don't know if they're going to do it individually, though, but at least you will be able to get a deluxe class at some point, like Quickslinger and Breakneck, if you so desire. So let's go ahead and take a look at Groove's packaging. And here we have Groove in the package, and of course he's a Legends class, like I said, so he's definitely a lot smaller. He's on kind of the small, weird-sized card to me, but it's very similar to the deluxe style figures. We get a picture of Groove in the background. We get this kind of teal, turquoise, greenish blue color scheme going on. It says Transformers, Generations. There he is. It says he comes with a collector card because they can't put a comic there. Although He-Man put mini comics in their figures, I'm just saying. We've got Groove. He's got the wraparound Autobot logo there. There's nothing on the bottom. So there is the artwork for very angry Groove right there. There he is. There's his collector's card. Spin it around. He forms Defensor. So he's the chess piece, which actually I think is going to be pretty cool. Here is the back of the package. Not much going on here. We've got the robot mode, we've got the motorcycle mode, which we've seen this motorcycle actually in the Transformers comics, in the IDW comics. That's what like Spike and whoever the other guy is riding around. That's the type of bike that they're driving around on, which is kind of cool. He transforms in 6 steps, and he's got a tiny little bio. So let's get this up here. If you would like to read his bio, you can pause and do so. So yeah, there he is, Groove. Let's go ahead and get him out of the package and see what we think. So here we have Groove out of the package, and it's okay. It's not a bad little Legends figure. I really like the deco on it. I like the color scheme. I like the white and the black and the gold and gray. I think they did a pretty good job on it. Paint details are okay. He has the tiniest little Autobot logo ever right there. Real quick, here's his little bio card, or not even bio card, collector card, I guess. It's the artwork from the box, which is pretty cool. The only thing about these cards, just like we've gotten since day one, nothing on the back. At least give us a bio and tech specs on it. I think that would have been nice had they done that, but they did not. So, yeah, I mean, he's pretty decent. I'm liking him. He's got very limited articulation. He's got a ball joint on his shoulder here. He does have a joint at his elbow. His head does not move. He's got joints at his hips. And then he's got joints, I believe, at his knees. Yep, at his knees. And his feet do not move, which is unfortunate. Other than that, I mean, that's it. It's there. He's very stable. He's got some humongous feet, which gives him some nice stability. I'm guessing that's going to be his saddle on the motorcycle. So, yeah, definitely pretty cool looking. For comparison, Here we have Groove next to a fellow Combiner Wars Legends figure, and it is Viper, the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover figure that's basically just a repaint with a different head sculpt of Power Glide. And yeah, pretty cool. Definitely different. I think this guy looks a little bit better in robot mode, actually, to be honest with you. This guy's just lots of legs going on here. I think that's what's put me off about the Groove figure. He just looks a little too leggy. And here we have Protectobot Groove next to the Star Wars Black Series BB-8 from the upcoming Star Wars The Force Awakens, and he's as always so cute. So as you can tell, this guy is very, very tiny because this was the accessory for Rey in the Black Series. And he's literally just like maybe half an inch taller than the antenna on BB-8 here. And here we have a close-up of Groove. I'm definitely like the head sculpt. I like the glossy black helmet, the kind of goldish bronze face, the chrome visor, the tiny little Autobot logo looks cool. I like the gold on the chest. The shoulders and arms are okay. It's kind of a gray plastic. And then he's got his handlebars and the motorcycle wheel tucked up on behind, which is fine. That works for me. Doesn't do anything too terribly bad for the figure. But overall, I am digging it. The one thing I will say, though, his face is a little bit sloppy, and I'll show that here at the end. Alright, so here we have the bottom half of the robot. Again, the hands look alright. I like the legs, like that police symbol on the side of the bike. He's got these big old banana feet, which is kind of funny. Some great big old knee pieces. Which actually, that looks like the saddle to me. But yeah, I mean, I love the Autobot logo in the police badge. I think that looks really cool, and not much going on in the back. A little bit of molded detail, and then some verbiage that was stamped onto the toy itself. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It does what it needs to do. Alright, just to kind of show you what I was talking about, let me see if I can get it to pick up in the camera here. I'm getting to zoom in. Looking at the face, I mean, the face sculpt is nice, but I don't know how well the camera's going to pick up. That chrome visor just has a little bit of hit and miss. There's some black that kind of shows through on it. Not too much to make it look really, really bad, but it is a little sloppily done compared to like that Autobot logo there. And here we have Groove with his fellow Protectobots. So we've got all the appendages here. We've got Streetwise, we've got Blades, we've got Rook, his replacement. I guess he's a downgrade. Oh, and of course we've got First Aid here. So he is sitting about half the size of the deluxe figures, which again, I mean, that works for me because he turns into a motorcycle. He's a lot smaller. You don't have that mass shifting around like you did in the old G1, and it gives us another Protectobot. So I'm perfectly happy with this. And here we have Groove in his motorcycle mode, and it's not a bad motorcycle mode. It looks pretty decent. There are a few minor gripes that I have. One, it doesn't like to snap together all that well. I mean, it fits together, but it doesn't securely snap together well. It does cleverly hide the hands, and I do appreciate that. I like the detail. Get the little diamond plating there. We've got the kickstand, we've got the transmission, handlebars, we've got the saddle, there's a little black box back there like on a police vehicle. I love that little tiny Autobot logo in the police badge. We got the red reflector there, looks nice. There are a few things, like I said, that just nitpick gripes. One, it doesn't snap together tight enough for me, kind of like the Power Glide figure. I guess is a good analogy, but this is a little bit better built. It looks like there's something missing up front, like we need a headlight or something, like a piece of plastic there for the headlight. That's a little bit too big for me. The front forks, not really digging that all too much. We got the wheel, but it's so hidden, it's almost worthless. And he doesn't sit on his stand very well. That's kind of a problem for me. He's got the exhaust pipes on the back, which looks pretty cool. The back end looks pretty decent. Like, would have liked to had a tail light, but it is what it is. But overall, it's not a bad looking motorcycle. For comparison, Here we have Groove next to fellow Combiner Wars figure Windcharger. And they're about the same length. He's a lot wider, of course, being a car. Yeah, I think he's just got a lot more plastic in him than this guy does. This is a very small Legends figure. I mean, well, it's a motorcycle, so he's not going to have a lot of mass there, which I think that translates into why he's so lanky and leggy in robot mode. So is Groove a figure that you want in your Transformers collection? Well, if you're a G1 completist, you're going to want this figure for all the original Protectobots. However, he's not necessary to form Defensor. You can build Defensor without him. He's just not complete. It looks like he's missing something, honestly, I think, when you put him together and don't have him on there. So I think he finishes the set out nicely, but he's not a necessary component, I guess. I would recommend getting him if you're putting together Defensor to kind of give him that completed look, but yeah, it is what it is. Some collectors may want to go for the Takara version where Groove is actually a deluxe class versus a Legends class. It depends on how much of a G1 enthusiast you are. That being said, it's an okay Legends figure. You know, it's a nice little motorcycle. I like the fact how it scales to the deluxe figures, where motorcycles are definitely going to be smaller than cars and trucks and helicopters, so that works for me. So there he is, Groove from Transformers Combiner Wars.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, and as always, look for more videos in the future.